Hello everyone, look who bloomed just in time for the September Blooms and Update Tour. Yes, she wanted to be the star of the show, and indeed she is. So this is my dendrobium that has just bloomed out. I have decided to nickname her Princess Peach. I have a Luigi, so I think I need a Princess Peach too. So beautiful bloom on this one. And as you see, this one has 2 blooms and 8 buds yet to go. But I promised you a video as soon as she bloomed out. So I think this is a beautiful dendrobium. And here is my other dendrobium that's blooming, and it's absolutely gorgeous. It's a deep plum purple. It is such a deep purple that at night it almost looks black. It looks very red right now because the sun is hitting it, but it is very deep plum. It's absolutely gorgeous. I had to present this one in a bit of a different way. This cane grew sideways on the plant, and so the spike did as well. So let me show you how I have this propped up in a larger pot so that the blooms don't actually face the floor. They face out towards the room. But I had to do some maneuvering to get it to do that. So let me show you what I did. This is how I have it displayed in this pot. As you see, the canes look very straight now. But the latest cane had just pretty much grown in sideways in the pot. So what I've done is I've tilted its moss pot right here, and I've propped it up with these big granite and river rocks. So it looks like it is upright in this pot, but it's actually, I've just actually tilted the moss pot inside this larger pot. And I'll show you what the whole thing looks like. Okay, so this is what I've got. This is how it's displayed. And the blooms are still pointing down just a little bit. But before I propped it up in this larger pot, pretty much the blooms were facing down. So I just kind of wanted to show you how I have this displayed so that at least the blooms are upright. And here is Princess Peach one more time. And as you see, these canes all grew pretty straight. And the spike is pretty straight too. So it was easy to stake all this back. But look at this one. Do you see how that longest cane that has grown this year, it just grew in sideways. So I'm going to have to display it like I'm displaying the deep plum one that I just showed you. Or the blooms will be facing the floor, and that's no fun. And look who is still in bloom. My foul brother Pirate King. I believe that this one has been in bloom now for about 7 months. And the blooms are just as beautiful as the day that they opened. This is one of the most beautiful spikes I have ever seen. So honorable mention goes to foul brother Pirate King. I love this foul. And here is my beautiful Soho Lawrence Tahiti Sunset in full bloom. This one is fragrant. There is a slight fragrance that I notice in the evenings. So that's an added benefit to this beautiful little fowl. I just think this one is so charming. And here is my beautiful fowl, Elegance Deborah, in full bloom. And so I'm probably going to be repotting this one in just a few weeks in some New Zealand sphagnum moss, and that's probably going to be my final repot for the year. I want to get this one into a new mossy home in time for some new roots to go down into some fresh moss before winter arrives. So just wanted to show you this beautiful, beautiful spike of flowers. And big news with my Cattleya that I've had for 14 years. It has 2 new canes this year, which is just awesome. and it has flower sheaths on both of those new canes. So let me show you that. Both of these new canes are larger than any of the previous canes that have grown on this plant that I've had for so long. And as you see, there is a flower sheath. So could it be that this is going to bloom twice in 1 year for me? The first time in 14 years. We shall see. And here is the second cane and the second flower sheath. So obviously, this is going to bloom sometime soon. I am so excited. I love it when this Cattleya blooms. And several of you have asked me about my little espresso mini that I showed you back in a video in May. I will place my repotting video on this one in the description box below. And as you see, this little miniature has come a long, long way this summer. 2 new leaves. It is speckled, especially the new leaves when they come out. They're very cute and spotted. And the leaves they don't show any sign of magnesium deficiency anymore. As you remember, when I bought this little orchid, it was purple. So it really had some magnesium deficiency. So all those Epsom salts, all that CalMag really helped this little orchid. So the roots have already grown. This one has grown all the way down to the bottom of this cup. So I've had a lot of good leaf growth and really good root growth this summer. So there's an update on this little guy. And several of you have asked me how my Vandas are doing. They are growing by leaps and bounds. They have really grown a lot this summer. They love being in my sunroom. So they're all having a soak today. I make sure that I fertilize them a lot in the summer. They require a lot of water and a lot of fertilizer in the summer, but they're all doing just really, really well. And over here are my dendrobiums, and they are growing by leaps and bounds. A few of them I've noticed have terminal leaves, which means that that cane's not going to grow any further. But some of the canes are still growing, and I'm looking for new spikes any day now. So that's very exciting as well. And also back in my sunroom is my huge Christmas cactus, and I can't wait for it to bloom. So it just keeps growing. It is just beautiful, and it loves being here in my sunroom. So let me give you one more close-up view of my beautiful Princess Peach. I love this color. So thank you all so much for joining me. Thank you all for your kind comments and for your friendship. And you all have a great day and be highly favored, deeply loved, and greatly blessed. And we'll talk to you all next time.